One careless offer, one silent motel, one night of fear that exposed a hidden evil no traveler should ever face. Mark Reynolds was running on exhaustion as his car died near a forgotten Nevada highway. The desert stretched endlessly, and the only shelter was an old roadside motel glowing under a broken neon sign. With no signal and no options, Mark parked, unaware this stop would follow him forever. He offered money for one night. What he discovered was terrifying. Story time. Welcome to Kindness Unlimited, where true-style stories uncover dark truths and powerful lessons. If stories like this move you, please like, subscribe, and comment to support the channel and help these stories reach others. The motel lobby smelled of damp carpet and stale air. A single fan rattled behind the counter. Lily, the clerk, looked barely 20, with tired eyes and stiff movements. She slid the register closed quickly, as if hiding something, and forced a weak smile while handing Mark his key. Trying to lighten the mood, Mark made a foolish remark, offering extra money for company and conversation for the night. Lily froze. Color drained from her face. She leaned closer, voice shaking, and warned him to take his key, go to his room, and leave before midnight. Mark laughed nervously, assuming she misunderstood him. He walked down the hallway, noticing the lights flickered behind him. The carpet felt damp, and every closed door seemed occupied despite the silence. He felt watched, like unseen eyes followed every step he took. Inside his room, Mark dropped his bag and locked the door. The walls were thin. Footsteps echoed above him, slow and heavy. Somewhere nearby, a muffled sound, almost a cry, cut off suddenly. His chest tightened as the joke he made replayed in his head. At 11:30 p.m., everything stopped. No footsteps, no highway noise. Even the buzzing neon outside went dark. Mark noticed deep scratches around his door lock. His stomach twisted with dread. Then, without warning, a shadow crossed beneath the door, and something slid quietly inside. Mark stared at the folded paper on the floor for several seconds before forcing himself to pick it up. His hands trembled as he opened it. The message was short and written in a rushed hand. If you offered money, they marked you. Don't trust the doors. Run. His heartbeat thundered in his ears. Before he could react, a scream echoed from the far end of the hallway, quickly cut off by a heavy slam. Mark pressed his ear to the wall and heard voices, low, angry, and close. Panic flooded his body as he realized Lily's warning hadn't been fear, but experience. The doorknob to his room slowly turned, testing the lock. Mark backed away, scanning the room for an escape. The window faced the desert. Without thinking, he grabbed a chair and smashed the glass, the sound swallowed by the vast night outside. As he climbed out, he saw Lily running across the backlot, her arm bleeding. She yelled for him to follow, explaining, between breaths, that the motel was a front. Travelers with cash were trapped, drugged, and sold through an underground network moving victims across state lines. Headlights suddenly flared behind them. Someone shouted. Mark and Lily sprinted into the darkness as a gunshot cracked the air. Moments later, sirens wailed in the distance. Lily had triggered a silent alarm hours earlier, hoping someone would survive long enough. By sunrise, federal agents surrounded the motel. Hidden rooms beneath the building were uncovered, along with frightened victims. The owners were arrested on the spot. Mark sat shaking on the curb, wrapped in a blanket, realizing how close he came to disappearing forever. He left Nevada that morning a different man, haunted by one terrifying truth. Sometimes danger doesn't announce itself loudly. It smiles, waits, and quietly locks the door behind you.